I picked up this notebook here at the local Goodwill for 99 cents. It only has this front cover with cats on it, and I wasn't really a fan of it, but I had an idea in mind for the book itself. So I got these thin pieces of plywood off of hollow core doors. I cut the doors down, and you can see it has a really nice grain. This might be a mahogany veneer. This piece here is where the handle would have been, the locking mechanism, and you can see there's some damage to it. All of these doors had damage on them. There were holes and punches and kicks, so the restore would not take them here. And I put them out for free on the road, and nobody else took them for a couple of weeks, so I decided to take them home. There's solid wood along the perimeter of the door. You can see here how I cut it off. And basically you just cut all four sides off and you can peel the door apart, just like this. Once you peel the door apart, you see that it's held together by these cardboard webbing pieces. The pieces are just glued together, and they're pretty easy to remove. These doors were made in Taiwan. You can see the original cover is about the same thickness as this plywood. And all I did was lay the two pieces of plywood together. I traced out the old cover, and made sure I traced out these little holes here so I could drill them out later on. I put a clamp down so I'd keep my straight edge nice and straight in the same spot, and just cut both sides. My friend Dave gave me this punch. I think it's just an old screwdriver that he sharpened to a point. But I use it to make a little pilot hole for the drill bit, so the drill bit will go in the right spot when I drill it. I started drilling with the big bit, but it felt like it was going to be too aggressive, and it was kind of making some chips along the hole. So I started with the smaller bit and worked my way up. I went through 4 different sizes. You could see there's still some grain tear out along the edges, but when I put the shellac on it, it will help keep it together. And it seems like it's still pretty strong. I really like the way the shellac brings out the grain, and you can see later on in the video when the light hits it at certain angles, it just pops, it makes it shine. And shellac is really easy to use, it's pretty forgiving. You just put it on, and I wipe off any excess that's on there and let it dry. It dries really quickly, it's easy to use. This was a pretty simple project, and I'm glad to be able to use the wood from those doors and reuse this notebook. It's really nice to have a sturdy wood front and back, so when I'm writing on my lap or drawing, I have a nice hard piece of wood underneath the paper so it's not flopping around. You can see how the sun reflects off that grain there. It looks really nice. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching.